Uh, Hello. Have Good Friday tonight. It's no Good Friday. It's a Good Friday. Friday night. People go out. People go celebrate with the girlfriends, with the loved one, and we're here. We're gonna have a chat because I need to make friends because I got a lot of um, critics, attacking me. I don't know if you guys know that I have made videos and I had a special live stream chat that was yesterday in the afternoon. So I don't know. You guys should look at it and you could make comment there. Let me know what you think. I gotta say hello to Otavia, and I gotta say hello because she's special. She stays up all the way from Ireland to have a chat with us, and she's loyal. I wish I had some more people like her. Now we got Jack Jocko Amato. Hello, friends. Please like and subscribe. See you 7. I didn't write that, but thank Jack. Appreciate it. Now we got CJ47. Hello, how you doing? I hope that you become my friend more, CJ. Um, in the near future. Johnny Catalana, San Benedico to you too. Okay, so I think we all caught up here. So I've been having a lot of obstacles, not obstacles, attacks. It started all this from this guy Francesco Fendolino. Started 3 years ago, 4 years ago, and as got escalated so much more because he's got these people, you know, so loyal to him. On podcasts, not loyal to that they were going to do anything for him, but just the part of the clique. And I've been having a lot of issue with this guy, JJ Lambone. His real name is James Johnson. And him and the other girls, Lisa Pizzatola and what's this girl, Bambi Palermo. They attacked my books. I'm very angry, very, very, very angry with that. And they still want to keep it up. So I don't know. But I'm angry and I'm exposing them, you know. Because my whole life, especially in America, when I grew up in Red Hook, I had to deal with hoodlums, kids. Um, and I got to see the gangsters, like the Gallo brothers, because I would go deliver food there, to the social club. And so I was associated, knowledge about this gangsters, which they were gangsters. They were not like Cosa Nostra guys. They were gangster. So now then I moved to Glendale. We talked about that. I met new gangsters, new hoodlums I had to deal with, and I'm here. 50 years later, telling my story, all the obstacles I had, and knowing all these people, which some of them became really famous, right? The history, they are history books. John Messino, uh, John Gotti, Sonny Black Napolitano. Um, they're still around. The other guys, the Corazzo brothers in East New York. You know, Lenny Di Maria. I got acquaintance with Fritzi Giovanelli. All right, those are all historical figures from the organized crime, and I hang out with them. I play cards with them. I did business with them, and now I got to deal with these guys in podcaster. You know, which they don't know anything, but they do research. They know everything. So because they can find out about certain things about me in history, because I got no history as far as the only history I got that I got arrested in Nassau County. They could find that out very easy, and they could find out which they did show my arrest with Anthony Spiro, in the late '94, but that's not still not good enough. So they just got to keep on saying that I'm nobody, and that's how they attack nobody. But there's a history, and now they turn around. So maybe he did a little gambling. Maybe he did, know did work with the Volkswagen. It's time to change tune. You know, but so what? He still didn't make nothing. He didn't make no bones. He didn't kill nobody. So no matter what you do, they always got to try to find a way to degrade you. But they're not winning. They're not. They're not winning. I'm winning because I'm getting people, and they're making comments. Yesterday, when I did this special thing, I had a lot of people coming in. You know, and no, not loyal people to me, but they were, making comments. I'm nobody. I'm no this, and I told them, come in. We come in Friday night. We could talk. And I got some people that are on my side, and we could debate. And we could have a real conversation and see who's really respected. With the stories. You know, like I feel that I had a lot of knowledge, a lot of experience with these gangsters. You know, they were not mafiosi. The mafiosi were back in Sicily, where I grew up. And in America, there was no real mafiosi. The only ones, if you really want to talk about the mafiosi, they were, you know, in the early 1930, all the way up to the 1960, late 1960, 70, they started dying out. Carlo Gambino died, 76. And that was the end, you know, the Cosa Nostra mafiosi. So then everything changed. So that's what I was in 1976 in Glandia, Queens. And I was making friends. I had people from Ridgewood, from the Genovese. I was close to especially this old man, Joe Leach. that I still friends with him till he died. And I had another old friend, Johnny Shep. He was very close friend to Rusty Rostelli. I didn't mention Rusty Rostelli. He's a history too. You know, he was the head of the Bonanno family until 1991. So, and I was very close to the family. So, anyway, I'm going to stop here because we got to talk and we got to see who's coming in, who's going to ask questions. So, I'm going to put my glasses on. This way we could have a real conversation, you know? Okay, so Benedico. Okay. All right, now, CJ47. Bambi Palermo Pizza Versa, I don't think he does you. He just said he had a problem with you, no big deal. Bambi Palermo Pizza Versa. I don't think they dox you. He just said he had a problem with you, no big deal. I don't know. I thought it was a girl, Bambi. CJ, I thought it was a girl. It's a guy. I don't know. They made this Bobby Palermo. I don't Pizza Verse, maybe somebody else. But I know it's Bambi Palermo. That's what I know about. That gave me bad review on my book. Giacomo, Bambi, your generation has no respect for. Okay, so wise girl, Catalano. Who's the wise girl? Is the Bambi wise? Okay, Giacomato says, Bambi, your uncle should teach you some respect. Who's her uncle? I don't know. Anyway, here we go. CJ Phil says, Joe, okay. Joe Bonstein Mafia Story. This is the mob genre. Are they supposed to be chore boys? Okay, that's the big problem I'm having now. CJ, I'm having with this guy, Joe Boisty, Mafia Story guy. His real name is James Johnson. He's the guy who's been attacking me. And he's very close to Brett and he's very close to Francesco Feldolino. I don't know. He's trying to score points with those guys. I don't know what his motive is. I know he's trying, he attacks Semi the Bowl. He attacks we call Louis Hart, Cashman. He's been attacking a few other people too, even Junior Gotti, I think. So he's been attacking a few people, trying to make with his VI some kind of videos to discriminate, to put people down, make people. He's a bad guy, I mean, he could use that for good to make a show. I mean, people like that, but he shouldn't attack people that he doesn't know. He doesn't know me. I mean, if he was face to face near me, and we know where we both are, I don't think he would do what he's doing. But because they hide it, all these people hide, CJ. They hide. So they could say everything they want with a button, playing the computers. So, okay, now we got Newman Passive Energy Post. Well, long names. Why couldn't you just say Newman? Positive Energy Post user. Leave Giacomo alone. He knows how many onions to put into the sauce. Donnie's Brasco like he's cooking. Okay, that's good. It's funny. All right, it's comedy's good. That's what I'm saying. That's why this guy Joe Bernstein Mafia Stories. He doesn't know nothing about mafia guys. He doesn't know anything. But he wants to tell mafia stories. But he's attacking me. Uh, I think you guys should get a panel and hash shit out instead of in test. Okay, bless Giacomo. Okay, new man. Thank you. Bless you too. Bambi is a woman. That's what I thought. Bambi Palermo is a woman. I don't know. This is a guy. I don't know. So, Johnny, no, she said our uncle is Vinny Ocean Palermo. Yeah? And that is don't make a wise guy. So I said wise girl. Ocean Palermo, it's a uncle, blood uncle. What does it got to do with her though? Ocean Palermo is gone. It doesn't. He's not around. You know. He was with the guys with Philadelphia, but he lived in Long Beach. So I don't know. A lot of guys from New York end up going to Philadelphia during the time the problem, the war they were having. What's his name? The Sicilian guy with the Melino. Anyway, it's none of my business. I never get involved with other people's problems. Okay, Johnny Catalano. JJ, do you feel like he's doxing you when he says your name, James Johnson? No, JJ, this guy, JJ Master Storyteller, his real name is James Johnson. Johnny. His name is James Johnson. Do you feel like he's doxing you when he says your name, James Johnson? It's not my name, James Johnson. It's his name, Johnny. Am I reading it right or am I see? I don't know. Okay. Yes. No, no, not. Philly Vinny Ocean was a Jersey guy with the Tecalvanti. She was just trying to make a point. Decalvanti got moved out. And then there was the other guy. You know, that's what I'm saying. A lot of stories, they get lost because everybody does research. And the journalists write things and they fabricate to make the story more interesting. They always done that. And the organized crime task force does that too. The FBI does that too. So through history, there's always been that miscommunication, and people believe what they hear because it's a journalist saying it. You know, so it's got to be true. If a police officer says it's true, if a judge says it's true, everybody's corrupted. Do you guys know that? Everybody's out for themselves. Everybody does things to better themselves. Okay? I guess I'm trying to do the same thing. I'm trying to push my books. And I got somebody attacking my books, say I don't ever speak it, I don't know how to speak good English. I mean, we heard that, Johnny, we heard that when we came from Sicily, right? You know, making fun at you that you know, that you're a greaseball, you're guinea, you're wop, you don't know how to speak English, and they say that. Those are illiterate people that do that. If I'm a foreigner, how could I speak English? So you try to talk Italian. Come to Italy and you talk Italian. Or go any other places, being that you're America, you know, American, you could go. They're gonna think of you that you're a jerk off because you live in a great country and you don't know nothing about life. This country which is going to be 250 years anniversary. It's like a baby in the cradle, and in 250 years, America has changed so much. The country has been built so much. There's been so much wealth, so much power, and people don't know. They don't know what it is to struggle. They don't know. Let me say hello to. Okay, yeah, I think Ocean Vinny. Yeah, CJ. I think Ocean Vinny cooperate. Everybody cooperate. Um, I don't think he sees your comment. I think he's got you blocked. His Google account, not YouTube. I blocked him, Johnny. I blocked him. I blocked the Francesco Fedolino. I blocked the Lisa Pizzaiola. I blocked Joe Pastore. I blocked everybody that I don't I they're in the click. So I'm not talking. I want to see what Tommy Sting is saying. Tommy Sting, who the fuck cares if another man is lying? Fat check is now a job on YouTube. The contents, concentrated contents, not other business. That's right. Tommy Stinks. Why are they attacking me? They've been there. They have this guy JJ's got a 10,000 subscribers. So he's been around a while. This guy's 52 topic. They got what 4,000, 4,500 subscribers. Uh, Jeff Nutty too. He has what 100,000. OC Short, he's got 100,000. This guy James Pos, Prospector, he's got another fucking 100,000. Why they attacking me? I'm a nobody. I'm a little guy. I'm trying to do my thing. Why they gotta attack me? So that's what we're left off. That's why I've been making more videos. I'm gonna make video. I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna fight back. Even this guy JJ told me that he's gonna get to Amazon because I violated what do you call that? Telling people to go and dislike what they posted, 1 star they gave me. So it's a violation. It's going to try to get me remove my books for sale. So they remove my books. There's somebody else. There's always other places to go. It's my stories, my books. So if they do that, maybe then I revive all the books and make one big book. There's always different. You can't take a good man down. That's period. Especially when he's telling the truth. Only fake people, losers. Okay, Tommy's thing. Whoa, I got to see what Tommy's saying. 1 minute. I got to bring it down. Where's Tommy? Okay, Tommy says grown men fact checking another grown man. Sound like a kinder green cringy. Whatever, kinder cringy. Yeah, I don't understand why. Why? Now say Giacomato. I don't know. Somebody is using my name, but he says, JJ, show some respect. You think you're a man. Leave me a bad review. See, somebody's using my name. I mean, my face. Do you guys see that? Johnny, do you see that? Tommy, do you see that? CJ, do you see that? I don't know. So I don't know how that works because I'm new. I'm the new kid on the block. So I don't know how it works. You didn't block him with your YouTube account because he's here in this chat right now. Where is he? I don't see him. Is he trying to be me, Giacomo? Johnny, where is he, Johnny? Show me where he is. Okay, now we got Otavia. You build for better places, Giacomo. Yes, there's always a. He says he's going to take me off the Amazon, and he's going to report me like a rat. Because everybody's a rat. Report what? Because I told people, I'm telling people, whoever read my book, they should go and leave a review. You know, I sold almost 1,000 books. So why I only got, without this three guy, I would have 48 reviews. Where's the other guys? Nobody else came in and gave me 1 star. Nobody else came in and gave me bad reviews. So why those people come in and give review? I don't know. I can't force people what to do. You know what I mean? They want to stay out of it. So, but I would appreciate it. Those people who read the books could come in and make comment. I got one guy. He said he gave me 3 stars. He says, there was errors in the book, everything, but the story's so sincere. This is the book, Making My Bone with the Mafia. He says, but I'm looking forward for the next one, and he bought it, the 80 New Mobster, New York City. But at the time, I didn't have the auto books. So now, since I put in the auto books, people buying the auto books. This way they hear the voice. Somebody reading it to a professional. So and nobody's been making bad comments. So Johnny, did you ever read my book, Johnny Catalano? Did you ever read it? Because I don't see your name, on my reviews. So now Johnny says you're being attacked because it started with Ferdolino. Yes. Ferdolino started 3 years ago. All my Mafia Facebooks I had that I was pushing my book. At that time it was a Fathers Believe. See, a Fathers Believe, this book. I was pushing that book, and then you don't know nothing about the Bonanno, my uncle, I think his cousin Dum Dum, called him Dum Dum. I said, what a name he got. We all got names, I was called the crazy Sicilian, and you had you had Joe Wagon, John Gotti was called Johnny Boy at the time, in the 70s. And they translated that Johnny Boy was the guy. I don't know. Forget about it. You got to just go and research all the shit they came up with. So now this guy El Gato, respect the chat, foreigners or leave. That's right. They could make comments. They could say things. Why ask question? I don't believe you. Just to get the conversation going. So okay. So Johnny. Okay. So when Johnny's finished his saying, I just read it. Yeah, it started with Francesco Ferdolino. He don't like you, so his followers came into it with preconceived notion about you. So if you say something they don't like, they attack. Yeah, they attack. Yeah, that's what I went to the show. I went to the show 3 times. I didn't go one time. I went to the show once. They didn't think I was going to show up, and then once I showed up, they were fucking around with the microphone to don't let me answer back, and then the the attack started, and because I got pissed off. The guy Brad called motherfucker. You don't know how to do shit. You don't know how to do the buttons. They were creating it, to have a laugh. But who's having the less laugh? Because I'm here. I got my show. I got people coming in. So now, Johnny, where's this guy JJ? You say he's here right now. Where is he? What name is he using? Now, Jack Amato, me it's not me. Frank Fedolino was a coffee boy. Jeff Nutty, Nadu, has no respect. This generation don't know how to be gentlemen or honor or respect. I don't know. Thank you, Jack. Okay, so now Tommy says, imagine if this so-called content creator put this valuable energy into actual content. They may do well. That's right, especially this guy with this, what do you call AI? He's good at it. He does a lot of shit, but then, he attacks and puts people down. Like I said, he attacks, Semi the Bull. You try to stir up trouble with Semi the Bull. So this guy's got to be a little bit, and then Louis Cashman. Louis Cashman, he's got his own podcast. And he's been in all over the podcasts, this guy, too. He degrades this guy. I don't know why. There's a lot of other guys that degrade Louis Cashman, I mean, he really probably, he got really fucked by the Italian guys, so he's got that anger, so, but that's his business. James Poster was attacking you. Well, yes, James Proctor was attacking you. James Proctor is, I think, is trying to write. He got chased out of YouTube. He's trying to come back, and now he's working with Joe Pastore to do a book. So he knew that I was being attacked by this guy Joe Pastore. So that's his guy now, because I think he said that they're working together to write the book about their cousin Dudu Pastore. It was in the Bonanno crime family. I got to meet Dudu. Dudu was a willing dealer smuggling cigarettes from North Carolina. We used to play horses together. We play cards together. With what's his name, Joe Messino, my uncle-in-law, and with Tootie. So I knew um, Pastore, Dudu. I knew him. So, and this guy Joe Pastore was trying to ask me questions, when I told him I know, they killed my cousin. He wanted to know stories. So you know what I mean? It's a story. Your cousin got killed. I don't know why. I don't know. And he says, "You're lying," and that's how it started too. So, and then this guy Joe Pastore is alive with Francesco Fedolino, and he's alive with Brad and Lisa Pizzatola. So that's the clique. So CJ, okay, CJ, it's a fake account. CJ, who the fake account? Which one? Giacomo, Jack, Amato, yeah, that's a fake account. I'm here. I mean, I'm not. I'm using Giacomo. I'm not using Jack Amato. So whoever is impersonating me, they know how to do that. I don't know how to do that. So okay. So now Tommy's thing says I knew to this. I knew to this as well. I'm doing YouTube for 5 years. So Tommy? Did anybody ever attack you? I mean, that's why, like Johnny said, they attacked me because Francesco Fedolino was attacking me in the group, the Bonanno crime family and the Bonanno family era. There was two groups. One, I don't know, they took it off. And because I was with the Bonanno, so I was telling my story, trying to tell my story. And Francesco Fedolino, he was coming and he called me a liar. You didn't know these people. Now, remember, he's from the year 2000, and I'm from the 1970. He says he grew up in Knickerbocker Avenue, in Ridgewood, but that was in the early 90s, late 90s. Everybody was at it in Knickerbocker Avenue at the time. All the Italian moved out. They came up to Glendale. They came up to Millville Village. They went to so he hang out with a lot of Yugoslavian and all kinds of Europeans that they moved in the area. Because the Italians moved out. So, but then because he was working in a coffee shop, he probably got the job with the Giannini uh, coffee shop. And that's when he was meeting the Italian Baldo Amato. And, but he worked in the coffee shop. That's what he did. So that's how we know those guys. Okay, so CJ, who's the fake account? I would appreciate if you could tell me. Okay. So now Johnny says you can see JJ because you blocked them the wrong way. Only you can see him, but we can't. I'll let you know what he's saying. Hang out. I don't see him. I don't see. Is he going by JJ? I don't know. I don't see him, Johnny. So now CJ said reporting is rotten, isn't it? Reported is rotten, isn't it? Yeah. Well, that's what he's trying to say he wants to do. He wants to go to Amazon and he says I violated because I'm telling my what do you call it? My friends, my subscribe, my people that bought the book to come in, give me my reviews, and go to his one-star review with Lisa Pizzatola and Bambi Palermo and said that that's fake. So because I'm saying that, I'm violating the rules, and he's going to report me. So, like I said, when they were complaining about my book, I said, "Give me the reviews," and they did. All three of them got together. They fucking put up a chapter talking about my book. Because there's a chapter missing, or because I didn't put the O in Yamato. The book is bad. If the book is bad, it won't be selling, right? So JJ, I think is a rat. JJ Lambone. Okay. JJ says, no, I say, if you keep up lying that I will still attack you, still on Amazon. JJ says, no, I said if you keep it up lying. Oh, if I keep it up lying. Who is a fucking judge? I'm lying. Send me the Bullet's lying. The Cashman is lying. So because he feels we're lying, he's got to attack. I don't know. Maybe attack Dam Chikali too. I don't know. But I think he's been doing a lot because you know they're attacking Dam Chikali a lot too. So this guy Newman says, Tommy Stig, you are the voice of reason. Oh, I guess yeah, nice compliment. That's good, Newman. That's good. So Sting is a good guy. Then okay, Otavia. Sting's Giacomo is lovely. Thank you, Otavia. Okay, Johnny says. JJ says I got an email. It was notified Giacomo was flagging my video. So yes, right, right move. Hello. What? JJ says I got an email. It was notified. Giacomo was flagging my video. So yes, right move. I don't even fucking know how to do that. I'm lucky I just get my what do you call it? On my channel. I don't know how to do anything. I just got the thing I'm doing. Now you guys are saying it was 60 minutes, a minute people could talk. Now I brought it down to 25 seconds. I think it's good, right? Right, Johnny? So I put it down to 25 seconds so people could talk, I could read. So I'm getting better at it. So I don't know how to do anything like that, you know? Now, JJ, this guy JJ Lombardi's taking all my videos and making it into AI video, make fun of me and using toilet bowls. I don't know if anybody sees it. I'm a clown. Anyway, let's push like and subscribe because that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to build my channel. So, Sting, so far, what do you think? I'm doing good, being that you've been there 5 years. Am I violating any rules? So, I would like some advice. You know, you've been there 5 years. I don't have too many friends on YouTube channel. They all attacking me. So, uh, Jack, are you angry about negative reviews? With all due respect, you must accept the negative with the positive. Yet, Tommy is not just a wrote a bad review. Like I said, people gave me three review. What do you call it? 3-star review, and and he said it. You know, there's some misspelling in it. It could do better grammar, but the story's sincere. The story's good. You know, and I give them thank you. Other people, they left 2 stars and they didn't make no comment. You know, I didn't say nothing. You know, I don't think. But these guys, they went all the way out, wrote in on pages, and took pictures and post pictures of scraps that it needs to be fixed. You know, you can't even read it because how you gonna read in red ink. They wrote into my book like this Lisa Pizzatola. She did it all. It wasn't not JJ Lombardo. It was this Lisa Pizzatola that she's very hooked up with Francesco Fedolino, and they show and she's trying to, be part of the show. And I don't know, they just using her for their own purpose, and she feels she owes loyalty to them, and she did that. So I don't know, uh, but that's why I'm complaining about the. If they would have just say, the book is been written and then it won't bother me. Then it won't bother me. But Tommy, when you do that and you go all the way out like this guy JJ Lombardi's doing an AI video, show my face while I'm talking to you right now, and he changes the voice, and he puts like funny faces on it, and I'm sniffing glue, and sniffing glue, doing I'm wearing a wig, you know. So, what do you think about that, Tommy? I mean, you've been you on YouTube for 5 years. What would happen if this guy did it to you with the videos? I don't know if you do live stream videos or you do videos. It did that to you. How would you feel? Because he just wants to attack you because he wants to score points with Francesco Fedolino. So, uh, Simone, okay. So, if you could answer, appreciate it. Okay, Johnny. Tommy, okay. Tommy, I can answer that. He's angry about them because he feels like they aren't authentic review as much as attack against him personally. That's right. You said it best. You explained it the right way. I'm not a, you know, good talker as far as that. Tommy Sting is coming correct. Tommy Sting is a comment correct, 100%. Um, okay, Otavia said, with all due respect, Stigliano. All right, JJ heard that another reason a pro go with that. What are you talking about, Johnny? Talk to me the right way. JJ, I heard that that's another reason. I'll pro go with that. I don't know. Sign language. Okay. So where's the likes? Where subscribers? Where okay, that's one thing, man. So Johnny, where's this guy JJ? I don't know. I don't see him. Okay, Giacomo Amato said, welcome, Otavia. Please hit the like button, friend. Uh, I don't know. Maybe Giacomato is JJ. I don't know. I don't know. Tommy, who you think it is, Tommy? I just personally can. Okay. Tommy says, I just personally never understand a man putting any energy into beefing with, and especially fact checking another man on the internet. Yeah. What kind of people are those? It's not just it's not just JJ. This girl, Lisa Pizzatola. And she's very bad. This started the conversation that she's a, paisan from Castellammare. And I even told her in the beginning when she was trying to talk to me, I told her I have a sister-in-law from Castellammare. She's probably like your age, or maybe she's a little older. And they own a pizza place on Myrtle Avenue, you know? And I gave her all that, and she knew who I was talking about. And they still didn't do nothing. So when I started arguing with Francesco Fedolino, that's when she bought the book and she put it on this show, on this 52 topic, and turning the pages and looking. I don't understand. He calls John Gotti, Johnny Boy, you know. in Brooklyn in 1965 in Joe Pastore, and they're all making a show about it, insulting my book. And then they would write on my YouTube channel, why don't you explain? Why you got this? Why don't you? I said, listen, I don't have to explain nothing to nobody. The books are written, they publish on Amazon, and you bought the book. If you don't like it, leave a review, whatever. Don't ask me that you want satisfaction because I'm the author. So I'm not going to answer that. So you could leave a review. You hear me, Tommy? Tommy stinks. You hear me? So that's all how it started. So I want to answer, and I ignore them. And I kept on arguing with Francesco Fedolino back and forth because I wasn't blocking anybody. I want everybody to come in. But now when they just constantly come in, you're fugazi, you're fake. While I'm having conversations like right now, with you guys, they will come in and call me fugazi, you're lying, you're a crumb, very insultive name. You're full of shit, all that. So, what kind of chat could I have with people like that? So that's when I decided to block them. Because if there's people here, I'm not blocking anybody because they're talking normal, and I'm talking normal too. So that's the whole idea of a conversation. So anyway, let's catch up with some over here. We got a new guy, Debbie Lopez. Tommy, how are you doing, bro? So a lot of people know you, Tommy. That's good. Okay, thank you. Maybe they're coming from your show. So that's good. JJ says he's getting actual document on Sammy and he's Miss D behind. Why does he give a fuck what Miss D, Sammy the Bull did? Why doesn't he worry about what he's got to do? To make his show better, to create his contents. Why is he worried about attacking Sammy the Bull? What is he gonna do? He's not gonna do no damage to Sammy the Bull. Sammy the Bull has got what, 1 million subscribers? What is he gonna do? Sorry for Michael Franchese. He's got so many fucking. He talks a lot of shit too. What? I could attack him. He's lying. So he's lying. So I gotta make up. I'm not gonna say nothing. If he says something like he did the other day, he says that Carlo Gambino was the best of the best, the big, mafia guy. I just wrote, I said, Michael, I disagree with you 100%. He wasn't not the only best, So, because he's used the time, because everybody loves Carlo Gambino. He was the last of the Sicilian Cosa Nostra left. So there was nobody else around. So, and Carlo Gambino died young. I'm almost his age. I'm going to be 73. He died from heart attack because he knew he was going to end up in jail. Nobody wants to believe that. They were going after him. They were picking him up, and they were going to find, and they were going to turn people around to rat him out. And that's why he got a heart attack, because he couldn't handle the pressure. So, people die from that. Anxiety attacks. So, and that's how he died, because he was the king of the kings, left in the 1976. So, the only reason he started getting sick and he started getting heart failure because the pressure that the government was putting on him. And then that's what they were doing to Joe Bonanno too. You can't stay in New York and you think you're going to be the king of kings and you're going to get away with it. No fucking way. Nobody ever did that. If you stood in the pedestal of being the top guy in the Cosa Nostra or in the commission, you were not going to last. Who last? They'll fucking die with a heart attack unless they moved out like Joe Bonanno did. He went to Arizona. And Maya Lesky went to Florida. And then he was trying to escape. He was trying to go back, what was it, Israel. He wanted to settle down there. But the government would let him because he was a criminal. They wanted him. And he had to come back to America because no country wanted him. So everybody had to pay their dues. So now we got Johnny Catalano. JJ says he is getting after that. Okay, we read that. Who's Bambi pretending to be you in the chat? Disrespect. I don't know who's. I don't see Bambi either here. I only see somebody's using my name, Jack Amato. Okay. David Lopez, Octavia. No one is pretending to be Bambi. Yeah, I don't see no Bambi. You're right, David. I don't see no Bambi. I don't see no JJ. I don't know, JJ. I don't know. So, CJ says, Giacomo, I was messaging her saying, I don't think you dox her. Doxing is when you expose somebody real identity or location. I don't know the woman. I don't know who she is. She just went out and did a video with this guy, JJ Lombardo, and talk about me. And it was a crazy video. It was a very crazy. And then she went and she wrote a review with them, with this Elisa Pizzatola and him, all three of them at the same time. So, Tommy, do you hear me what I'm saying? All three of them gave me 1-star review based on the same story that this Elisa Pizzatola created. So, how would you feel if they did that to you, Tommy? Okay, nobody ever attacked me, but I'm not in the mob genre. Well, once, yes, but by Nori. Ooh, okay, let's talk about that. Okay, so Tommy, nobody ever attacked you because you're not in the mob genre. Well, once, yes, by Nori. Jeff Nori attacked you. Yes, Jeff Nori attacked a lot of fucking people. I attacked them back too. But then he backed off. If you look, I'm a small potato, I'm a small timer. So, but the only reason he did that, because at the time, I went to the show 52 Topic and we had the beef. And Jeff Nutty says, I heard, Giacomo, he comes, his videos, he comes out sincere. So then Brad said, no, Giacomo attacked Francesco Ferdolino. That's why we have a problem. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. So, and then Jeff was going, come on. Why don't you come in? We could talk. Don't worry, we talk. We treat you fair. And that's how Jeff Nutty got involved, trying to set me up too. And then I started attacking him. Because what is Jeff Nutty knows? Jeffrey's like 30-something years old guy. He just reports things he hears from Jerry Capesci, from other journalists, and they make a story out of it. Same thing, this James Prospector, all the other guys. That's why they're losing their channel, because they're doing copycat and That's why this guy JJ is trying to say that I am violating the guidelines, on Amazon, and I could be pushed out, from selling my books. Well, Amazon won't let me sell books to the third party. They got me locked in with them because I want to sell. I want to push the books on Barnes Noble, Book a Million. There's a lot of other book sellers, and they won't let me do that because I signed up with them. So they're really controlling my book. So when I complain to Amazon about these three bad reviews, they were telling me because they have the marketing. They said, the only way you could fix this is, you know, give us the rights. We fix the book, and we publish all over the global. So I gotta give them my book, give them I went through that already with Ex Libre because I did it the original when I did the publish. I did it with them, and they put it on Amazon. They put it on Barnes Noble, Book a Million. That's how I know about all this global. They were selling the book, the hardcover, for $35. The paperback they were selling for 24.99, and the Kindle they were selling for 11 something. And my what do you call my income from those sales was like from the paperback I would get $1, and from the paperback they would give me something 75 cents, and the Kindle 50 cents. What kind of money is that? And they own the rights. So I went through that already. So I'm not going to do the same thing. So if this guy's going to push me out on Amazon, I will get the books, which I got. I got the copyrights, I got everything. And I could republish them and make one big book, it could be like 400 pages. And I could put it out with the right people. So because there's a lot of people there now, you don't have to just go to what do you call Amazon. There's other agent that could do that. Okay, so now you hear me, Tommy. This guy Jeff Nutty, we had and he backed off. He didn't bother me no more. It's this guys Fadolino and his crew that attacking me. So Johnny said, yes, Tommy gets attacked at time too. He's just part of the thing being under here. We have been dealing with that for years, but we have fun with it. Well, like Tommy says, he's not talking about mob. It's a different things. So we're talking about here, who's real and who's not real. About growing up with this mobster gangsters. So now Otavia said, Jack, fake Jack, you disrespect two elderly men. Yeah. Well, whoever is this guy that is coming in as Jack Amato is not me. So I don't know who it is. Okay. Soy Sauce says Lisa made a threat about you on Reddit Mafia Forum. What is that? See, she thinks she's a journalist. She knows everything. I don't know what that is, Soy Sauce Jack. Made a threat about you on Reddit Mafia Forum. Who's that? I never heard of Reddit Mafia Forum. So I don't know. They're trying to do anything to attack me. Okay, so now we got Tommy Sting says, JJ, of you feel that that is your purpose on here, go ahead. But you, sir, may be able to do some incredible content with that same energy. If that brings you joy, go for it. That's right. I mean, that's why I call him. If you watch my last video that I made yesterday in the afternoon, was a special. It was to attack him, you know. And he, I'm not gonna back down on nobody. I didn't back down with gangsters. I'm gonna back down with the fucking rednecks, hillbillies, and fake podcasters. No, I'm telling my story, and I want people to come in. We talk. We could talk about John Gotti. We could talk about all the guys that I got to know in my life, what kind of guys they were they good? Yes. When John Gotti was, in the early 70s, growing up to the late 70s, he was a stand up guy, honorable. He didn't was the fucking crazy talking. He just he held his mouth, like a gentleman. Respect, give you respect, earn respect. So everything changed in the early 1980s because it's the heroin started. Everybody fucking went different fucking directions, and everybody got swindled up on that. So now David says Bambi does know her mob trivia. That's a fact. Bambi does know a mob trivia. That's a fact. Good for her. I don't. I don't discredit her. I just don't understand when she attacked me. But she didn't attack me by talking about debating about the mobsters. You know, Ocean Palermo. You know, he wasn't attacking. They attacked me from being fake. So now Johnny said, soy sauce Jack Rabbit is a cesspool. That is a cesspool. I don't understand. I don't know what's a cesspool. What's a cesspool? I'm sorry, guys. I am. I don't have that kind of knowledge about what's going on YouTube. I'm just trying to do my show. I'm trying to talk about the guys I want and associated with. I wrote my story of the obstacles who I went through, being around, and I was my own man. You know, I was I was associated with Rusty Vastelli, the family. I was associated with Joe Messino because he was my uncle, Salvatali. So, but when we started, they were nothing. I was nothing. Joe Messino was 10 years older than me. Salvatali was 5 years older than me. So, and I was a zip. I was a greaseballs, a guinea. So, so and I was that, but I was with the boss. I was close to the Rastelli, the boss, and I was close to the Genovese with Fritzy, and then I was close with the Corazzo brothers. I was close to John Gotti, so the jealousy was there. So they wanted to keep me down, and they did a lot of shit to make sure that that happened. Like these guys are doing with my books. They're trying to attack Amazon. They're trying to attack me on my YouTube channel. And that's what I'm fighting back. So I'm going to keep on fighting. That's my nature. Okay, tell me, Bambi just disagreed with the book. It didn't get nasty until Giacomo insulted Bambi. David, I never fucking got to talk to Bambi. I just mentioned her name. Dave. Dave Lopez. I didn't insult Bambi. She just wrote a bad review on my book. She didn't even read the book. Okay? So I don't know if she read it. I don't know. We didn't discuss anything about my book. The only discussion I had about my book was Elisa Pizzatola. Okay? So did they bought the books? Maybe they bought the books. Because you cannot leave a comment unless you buy the book. So you got to be a buyer for living a book. So I never spoke to Bambi. I don't even know. The only thing I seen a video she made and cursing me out and calling me out. That was with JJ Lambone. So I didn't do. I don't know the woman. I never met her, and I don't know none of these guys. So okay. So now we go. Johnny, did you ever read the book, Johnny? It's an honest question. Johnny, did you ever read my books? Did you ever hear the audio books? Sting is a solid good man. Yeah, that's why I'm talking to Sting because I think I could see where he's coming from. He's a good guy. Yes, you could tell when somebody's good, and you could tell when he's bad. Like David sticking up for this Bambi because they're friends. I'm not insulting Bambi. She attacked me. She attacked my books. She gave me 1-star review. She followed Lisa Pizzatola and this guy JJ Lombardo. So she's wrong. Now El Gatto. El Gatto said Johnny Russo is the only one telling the truth. Okay, see? Now we could laugh. It's a jokes. Honest jokes are good. So Johnny said, Jack. JJ says, tell Jack I say thank you for at least the compliment on how at least do video. He doesn't think you are a bad person, just misguided. So he thinks I'm misguided. Who am I being misguided by you, Johnny? He has talent. He has. He could use it for good reason. So and he's not doing it. He's doing to insult to me and send me the bull. He's not gonna go nowhere with send me the bull. Send me the bull. People fucking love him. I don't know. People love him. The guy's getting senile. He's old now. He's talking off his ass, and people still love him. They listen to him, and even Michael Franchese, he's losing it too. He's going all over the place. He's cooking now. He's telling story. He don't talk about the gospel no more because he can't make no money with the gospels. The gospel means the Bible, the religion. So he talks about the mafia. So anyway, CJ says Dam Chikali has to be the worst in the genre. He robbed Holy subscriber twice. Now go for round 3. I don't know. I never met Dam Chikali. He asked me to be friends on him on Facebook, and yes, we became friends, and we never really communicated with each other. He never invited me to go on the show or having the discussion. And if anybody asks me about Dam Chikali, Dam Chikali is from the year 2000, in the late 1990s, with Danny Bashano, what's his name? Vincent Bashamo. So I didn't know. I was in Long Island, New York, and I was retired, because Joe Messino became the boss of bosses, really. There was nobody else. So he was very powerful. And all my close friends died, were in jail. And I took steps down, I took step back. And I said, we'll see where it's going to end. And I wasn't living in New York till I see what happened because I had an anger. I wanted revenge from Joe Messino. And, a few times I wanted to take him out. And I prevented myself from doing it because he was too powerful. And everybody knew we didn't like each other. So it would not be hard to point fingers. So I just kept my cool. And I ended up seeing him turn what kind of man he was. A rat, a fucking backstabber, a wheeler, a schemer, a snake, and he destroyed the whole family, everybody. He destroyed Salvatore. He destroyed Salvatore. Salvatore didn't really destroy him. He destroyed Salvatore. And then Salvatore wanted revenge. And that's when, he turned. And that's what happens when people go out stealing. They go do home robbery or rob a bank or something. They got to split the loot. They go, they turn on each other. So can you guys understand that? That's what the life is. There's no true loyalty in the mafia, as you call it. So there's always backstabbing, betrayal. Okay, so now Tommy Singh says, JJ, I'm taken like a man. Yeah, my. Okay, let me read this nice and easy. I gotta understand it. JJ, I'm talking like a man here. Here, my. Let's just say someone is lying about everything. What do you get out of proving them wrong? That's right. What is the goal? What is the feeling if that is you accomplish? That's a good question. So, Tommy, are you in touch with JJ right now? Can you communicate with him? Because I don't see him because I blocked him. So I don't see anything he says. And maybe I did block Bambi too. I don't know. If I felt that she was starting to come in and make remarks, on behalf of Lisa Pizzatola and what you call it, JJ Lombard, I probably blocked her too because I don't want to hear, attacks. I need to move forward. I need to create. I need to get likes. I need to get subscribers. I need to move forward, and get my books back in action, because I think they did damage. When you got three people writing a chapter, showing pages with errors, people look forward for reviews to get how do you say to get through. I look for reviews too when I got to go buy something or for a company. I want to see what kind of credibility they got, if they got good review. So I do look at reviews. So if I see real trash reviews, it's got to make open my eyes, and it's got to give me a doubt. Especially when you're showing pages and story that they know about the mafia They knew about, the Castellamarese. They were fucking babies. What did they know? What did they know? It's like Bambi. She knew Vince Ocean Palermo, or she's related to him. What did she know what he did? My own kids didn't know what I did. My kids, my sons, they would see me, go in the limousine. They would see me, going places, Atlantic City, going to see Las Vegas, you know, uh, flying to Sicily. They see all that. But what else did they know? Did they know what kind of guy I was? They see that people liked me, they respected me, but they didn't know nothing else. So what Bambi could know about Ocean Palermo? So this is a matter of people understand. It has nothing to do because you're related. I was related to Joe Massino through marriage, but we never seen eye to eye. I never was with them. I was trying to be my own guy. I was friends with John Gotti. I was friends with Fritzi Giovanelli. I was friends with uh, Corazzo Brothers. I was friends with Carmine Tutti Francese. Those are top guys. I was friends with Sonny Black Napolitano. You know, those are Nick Santora. I mean, I could go on and on. I didn't need fucking Joe Messino. I didn't need to be with him. And he didn't want me to be next to him because, he didn't trust me. He didn't trust the zips. He didn't trust the grease balls. That's in his fucking brain because he was not even fucking. Everybody. I used to say he looked like Johnny Gleason, and now everybody's starting to come out with this because I made that comment a while back that it reminded me of Jackie Gleason. So that's it. So Johnny Juggler, JJ says, tell him if he was going to really strike his Amazon account, he will tell him or anyone I was going to do it. I wasn't raised a civilian dumbass. I don't understand, Johnny. What are you talking about, Johnny? Jago. JJ says, tell him if I was going to really strike his Amazon account, I won't tell him or anyone I was going to do it. I wasn't raised. I wasn't raised as a civilian dumbass. Well, I don't know. I wasn't. This way, I'm getting confused. I wasn't raised as a civilian dumbass. So, are you a civilian good guy? Is that what you're saying? When you do those kind of videos, AI video about my face, imitate my talking, shitting my pants, and farting, and all kinds of shit you're doing. Is that civilian dumbass? You don't think that's a civilian dumbass? That's a good guy? So I don't understand your mentality, JJ. So Johnny, tell him I don't understand his mentality when he says I was raised as a civilian dumbass. By doing those things, making videos about a person that he like right now, I'm talking. He could make my video and turn it around and make me look like yeah, it makes it my what do you call profile face picture. He's got me with tears. I'm crying. I'm sad. He's doing all that kind of shit with the AI. So, and now he says, I wasn't raised as a civilian dumbass. So, what does he mean with that, Johnny? Being that you're talking with him, what is he saying? He wasn't raised as a civilian dumbass. I don't know. So is a smart ass? I don't know. Maybe Tommy could help us out. Uh, Sting, you have disappointed. Sting, you have disappoint disappointed many. Enough said. You all bully Giacomo. I see it. They are. Maybe you're right, Otavia. You could try to read it through the words. So I don't know. But it's okay. We're talking, we're communicating. That's the whole purpose that I'm here, talking. We're communicating, we're talking. So it don't bother me. As long as we're talking, we show respect. Even JJ's talking to Johnny, is showing a little common sense, be able to talk. It's good. Maybe we could patch things up. Maybe. I don't know. Time will tell. So, so Catalan said, Octavia, Sting is not bowling, Jocko. What are you talking about? Laughing out loud. Okay, that's right. I don't think Tommy is talking against me. He's talking about experience. He's got experience. So, so I don't know. She's trying to be protective. I don't know. So I don't think Tommy is doing anything wrong. Okay, Jack Amaro, 30 likes and you will receive a signed copy of my book. Okay, I will keep that word. I get 30 likes, I sign the book and mail it out to the person who's the less guy, 30 likes. Okay, you have a choice. 30 likes. Okay, Jack, I will keep that. I will grant that. 30 likes will receive a signed copy of my book. So yes. So you gotta give to the guy that reached the 30. So nobody's gonna no, nobody's gonna push like because there's only one guy. Okay, thank you, Jack. See, we're laughing. We have some sense of humor. Uh, so okay, serious. So okay, so where we are now? Okay, David Lopez says Tommy's no bully. Laughing out loud. Tommy, Octavio, wait, what? Who have I disappointed? No, you haven't disappointed nobody, Tommy. I just want to know, things because you got experience. You say you've been working with YouTube, and you say you had a problem with Jeff Nutty. Can you tell me what kind of problem you had with Jeff Nutty? Why he was attacking you if you were not talking about the mob gender, you call it? Why was he attacking you? Bambi, your uncle was a good guy until he flipped, to me at least. He was Sicilian. He was, De Calvante. But what's his name? I forgot it. I can't pronounce his name. Who was the guy? Forget about it. I don't want to talk about it. I want to talk about me and my crew here. Otavio. Johnny, you signed a NDA with BW. Fatto. You try to embarrass Stiano. I don't know. Friend, hit the like button. Okay, Otavia, listen, you're not making any sense, and I don't want to insult you. I actually like you, so I'm not going to respond to you anymore tonight. Maybe shut off your tube, Otavia. You know, if there's somebody that could copy Johnny, if somebody could copy like they copied me, Giacomato, face, maybe somebody's doing and using Otavia. Otavia is an island. Right now over there, it's 2:30 in the morning. She's probably not even. She's sleeping. She never stood this late talking. So chill out, Johnny. We have imposters there that are using other people logo and talking, and that's what's creating this. See, this guy now he's saying like Otavia, Ray say, Giacomo, will you let Stiano know I love him? YT long time, but I need time to digest what just happened. Sincerely, prayers. So that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's hot. Johnny, it's not hot. It's got to be somebody is doing that. Okay. Okay. Now this guy DA66, I don't believe your uncle was Vinny Ocean. See, that's good. Debating, it's good. DAC 666. I don't believe it was. So you're talking about DAC. You're talking Bambi is not related to Vinny Ocean. Is that what you're saying? Okay. Now Giacomo saying, friends, let's keep it respectful. We are men and women of honor and respect. Okay. So Octavio said Giacomo sees Johnny. So Johnny, chill out because there's somebody's who's creating this what do you call fake logos and names. So because they're using me, so I'm not doing it. Chuck JJ says, tell him I was in the military and raised in the military. They make fun of people who never serve, aka civilian, all the time. Um, JJ, you were raised in the military, running by people that were taking orders from other people, and people tell other people, and you serve in the military. But I think you said that your father served in the military, and you grew up in the military because your father was making a career out of it. I don't know. In the bunker, that's what I think you said in the past. So I don't know. It's none of my business. My business is trying to get my story confirmed that I'm real. That's all. I'm trying to create my YouTube channel. And I talk to anybody that is willing to listen and to debate, could debate, and that's the right way to do it. So now Johnny says, Octavio, you are not making any sense. Okay, we read that. Johnny, Otavia is not this Otavia. It's the different Otavia. Okay, well, let me hear this one. Uh, okay, okay, we gotta do this. Apologize, Giacomo. I'm upset, so I will chat to you soon. Love you, Stiano. Okay, love you. See you. Thank you. And thank you, Otavia. And have a good night. We'll talk soon. Thank you. Okay, now let's continue here. It says, thanks, Giacomo. Yes, likewise. Thank you, Otavia, to be loyal. Okay, Frank the coffee boy, Brett the penguin, Jeff Naughty have no respect. Okay, see, he's taking the words out of my mouth. Okay, Jack Amato is taking the word out of my mouth. Frank the coffee boy, Brett the penguin, and Jeff no have no respect. That's right. Jeff don't have no respect for nobody. Right, Tommy? Uh, okay. JJ says no more video will be made, no post will be made, and if you agree to stop talking about him as well, all is good. If you both stop mentioning each other, there will be no more issue. Yeah, I would go with that. I would agree. But he said that last time, and then he posted again. And he posted my book on a toilet bowl, and they make fun of me, uh, shit in my pants. So he said he was going to do it, and then he did that. Let's see. I want to make things, good. I think he's got talent. Tell him, JJ, Johnny, tell him he's got talent. He should use it for good reasons. Okay, so, okay, Johnny, no, Giacomo, unfortunately, that really is Otavia. She gets confused sometimes, is all. I have known her for years on here. That's just how she is. Okay, good. But you never answered me the question, Johnny. Did you ever read my books? Just yes or no. It's okay. If you don't read the book, it's okay. I'm not gonna be angry. Did you ever read my book? Did you ever listen to the audio book? Okay, so now Tommy says, Giacomo, can you remove JJ and Bambi from your conversation starting now? I truly believe you can have a good YouTube present if you do that, ignore those that talk negative about you. Okay, let me understand, Tommy, what you asking me. Can you remove JJ and Bambi from your conversation starting now? I don't see them. They're not on my conversation here. So you mean you're trying to tell me unblock them, let them come in? Is that what you're saying? You truly believe you can have a good YouTube presence if you do that and ignore those that talk negative about you. So, Tommy, is that what you're asking me? Unblock them because they're not here. I don't see them. Remove them. I don't know. You got to explain it to me more my language, baby talk. I don't know. I blocked them a while ago. So in the conversation here, they're not here. I don't see them. Okay, now any business with an Albanian? I don't know. Francesco Fedolino says he was doing business with the Albanian and Yugoslavian or whatever. 1 minute. 1 minute. What's going on? 8:35. Tommy says, yes, Bambi, I see it. I feel you. Keep in mind, Bambi, for me, you can do no wrong. You walk on water to me. Okay. JJ says, yes, my father served in the Marine. I was in the Navy. Okay. All right. So good. I wanted to go in the Navy, but he made fun of me too because I said my number didn't come up because I went through the draft during the war in the 70s, Vietnam, and then because they were doing the lotto and he attacked me. You could have joined if you wanted to. I don't know. I don't know how that works. I just went to the draft. I didn't hide. I was not even an American citizen then. I was just still with the green card. I had the green card, the citizenship. What do you call it? I had the green card. I didn't. I wasn't not a citizen, so I didn't have to join. I didn't have to register. I registered with the Italian, uh, to register for the army for the Italian. And then I did for the American too, because he had to, or you'll be a deserter. So if I don't want to go to Italian army, I wanted to do American army. I wanted to be American. We are Italian. We've been poked for 150 years. Let it roll off your shoulder. Yeah, I'm not having no capacity. I'm not a guy that thinks about the past. I want to think about the future. The past, you learn from the past. That's my motto. I learn from the past, but I want to change and go forward with the future. That's why I'm doing the YouTube. I don't know. I never knew anything about computer, anything. All right, Johnny says they are here, Jack. You just can see them. Tommy was just echoing what JJ said. If you all stop talking about each other, there will be no more issue. I'm 100% with that. You know, I will not talk about it. I'm going to stop right now talking about it. Okay? And, I'm going to know when he makes videos, right? So if you don't make no more videos, you know, then I know that he's sincere. And we can move forward. Okay, so worst so tendo, I'm done. Okay, they are here. Okay. Tommy says, Johnny, laughing out loud. Uh, Tommy, Giacomo, you have to understand a lot of us have known each other for years. Me and Tommy knew each other for going uh, on 6 year, I think. Same with Otavia, Bambi, and few others. So why did Bambi attack me? What caused her to attack me? Johnny, tell me that. What caused Bambi to attack me? She's supposed to be, from Palermo. Why would she attack me? So I don't know. Okay. So if you say so, Johnny, I believe you. I don't see Tommy Sting doing anything wrong. He's communicating, and I like what he's saying. He's 100% sincere. Now, JJ said, if you think guys on here are rough, Navy company commander and Marine drill instructor are brutal with the assault. Yeah, okay, I understand. But I was in the Marines with the mobster gangsters. My life was in danger every fucking day. So I was in a different ball game. Being in a Marine or soldiers, you only got to answer to your superiors. Nobody's gonna touch you unless they're told to touch you. So it's a different kind of Marine I was involved growing up with this gangster mobsters. And that's why I got my story. That's what I'm trying to talk about my story. And when a guy that doesn't know anything comes and say I'm full of shit, I'm phony, and I show them scars that I had, and I show them the relationship that I have with Joe Messino, and they still say full of shit, they didn't like you, they smacked you around. That's what Francesco Fedolino was telling everybody on the show that the Savatali smacked me. Joe, they smacked me around. He wasn't even fucking there. I didn't fucking know. He was sucking on a bottle. So he started the whole problem. He started the whole problem with all these guys. He's a little fucking rat and looks like a fucking pig, and he started all this problem, you know. And people, I don't know. Always there's always a little guy in the mess, a little guy always in the mess that makes all the trouble. The big tough guys don't make trouble. Always the little guys. Since I've been around, always the little guys. Those are the troublemaker. Okay, because they got to prove themselves and do stupid things and say stupid things. JJ, like I told you a bunch of times, you are talent. Done the right way, you could do something on here you could be proud of. I don't know. You're talking about you and JJ saying I got talent? Who's got talent? JJ got talent. I got no talent. I got talent. I'm telling my story. I got no talent. I can't even write good English. I, I don't know too much about. Again, let the Bambi thing go. I'll let it go. Okay, now Giacomo, 20 likes and we'll do the Macarena. Yeah, I got 13. I'm going to hit 20. Okay. Okay, here we go. We got a roller. Say this. Okay, he's from 52. Okay, he says JJ. Okay, now that's, he's not Roll Willis and the what a fucking name. I don't know. Roll Wheeler. Let's call him Roll Wheeler because I don't know how to pronounce all that name. So keep your eye on the ball and move forward. We understand you're angry, but we are trying to help you move forward in success. Thank you, Johnny. But you never answered me my question. Did you ever read my book? It's a simple question. Did you ever read my books? This way, at least you know if Elisa Pizzatola is telling the truth. JJ is telling the truth. Bombi's telling the truth. Did you ever read my book? Are we just going to talk and not make the what do you call the points where it's supposed to be point, stamp. All right, you tell me keep them ball, but we still got that problem. Johnny, you got to answer me. Did you ever read the book? One of my books? JJ said one night in a bar he was drunk and dumb enough to a general sergeant, learn right there and then get my ass kicked. He did offer a nice bag for my eye and bought me some beers after laughing out loud. Okay. He answers 15 times. He did not read your book. He answered 15 times. I never seen it. Tommy, I never seen him answer me, say that he 15 times he never read my book. So okay, so then how do you know if I'm telling the truth? So Johnny, how do you know? All right, good. Get the other book now, and then let me know what you think about the book. And if I deserve this 1 star, these things they did, okay. But I never seen you answer me 10 times. I could see. I got glasses. I see. I haven't seen no 10 times. Tommy said 15 times. But anyway, now we can move forward. And this way we know what's going on. This way Johnny, Johnny, no, Sting. Wow, Bombi was never there. And Johnny, you don't know me. Thank you. Just order your book, Mr. Motto. Thank you, Otavia. Johnny, no. Stings. And I. Host. Bambi was never there. And Johnny, you don't know me. Thank you. Just order your book, Mr. Motto. Thank you, Otavia. I would like you get an opinion because I've been getting. I mean, I got great reviews. I don't know why these people that I'm asking them, if you read my book, please give the reviews. You don't have to go through and push fake or the other. Just write me the reviews. What you honestly think about the book. If it's a good story. There's 40, they like JJ says, that's 37 global reviews that's saying it's a good story, it's a page turner, and all that. So why I should believe the three negative review there? They're the same. They're one and the same. All three of them are one and the same. So on both books. So now, Tommy, Tommy said it wasn't not 10 times, it was 15 times. But Tommy, I never seen it. Johnny, I never seen you answer me the question. So maybe, you know, I missed it because I'm scrolling too fast. I don't know. But I missed. Okay, but at least now I got the answer. You never read it. So you're going to get the audio book. Listen to the audio book. And this way, it don't take you long to listen to it. And you get to keep it. You can always listen, every listener. And we could talk about the stories, Johnny. We could talk, Okay. So, Otavia, I have known you almost 6 years, and I've been nothing but kind of you entire time. But sometimes you get confused and flip out on me. That's normal. Brothers and sisters fight too. So uh, I ordered Italian version. I look forward to you. The Italian version is good, but then there's the continuation of the 80s in English, the maps of the 80s. The Italian books, it takes you all the way to the time I get shot. And then the 1980 book, The Mobster, it brings you when I come back out from being injured in English. But Making My Bones, it's got both, most of it both. Up to the 80s, and then the Mobster 80 goes to the 90, close to the 2000. So, but the Italian version is very good. I wanted to tell. Okay, JJ says the audio books were better. The audio books were better presentation. He wants to know the printer of the book misprint some chapter wrong, or was that your error? Asking respectfully. They did it. I don't know. I had the ghostwriter write everything. I put it in order, and we go back and forth. When you're writing a story, you're writing pieces, and when I put it in order, I could have made a mistake with the chapters, but the story's there. If JJ read the book, but I don't think he read the book. He just went, ask him if he read the book, because he just went by what Lisa Pizzatola said. And Lisa Pizzatola was not reading the whole book. I don't think she ever read the whole book. None of them read the whole book. JJ asked them. They never read the book. Okay? They only looked at the misprinted from the book cover that I missed the O, and then the few pages, the front pages, uh, because the back of the book I mentioned Johnny Boy. They think that Johnny Boy was used to call John Gotti with affection during his early years in the 70s. I had a friend in Brooklyn as Johnny Boy. That his father was in the Navy, you know, and they owned a deli. I grew up with him. So the father was John, John Sr., and he was John Jr., and they called him Johnny Boy. He was the only boy in the family. So they called him Johnny Boy. He was my friend. And that is um, the transformation she changed it that I'm calling John Gotti, that he was my friend in Red Oak in 1965. So they turned the words around, and that's how the whole thing started. So she never read the book. I don't think she ever read the book. Now, okay, now JJ, you want me to unblock you? I need an official apology. See, I'm not saying. See, Giacomo's talking. Um, okay, now it says Bill C. Giacomo, have you ever been to a Turkish prison? No, I never been there, Bill. Turkish prison. No, I never even been to American prison. I went to prison to visit people, but never. I was in prison for the day, but I went to visit, people in prison, and it's hell just getting in and out. JJ also says he will unblock. JJ also says if you unblock him next time he come into live show, he will respectful. You don't have to do it now, maybe down the road. I agree. Okay. Yes. Let's a little time pass by and see there's no more videos and those kind of dirty video. You don't need to do those kind of videos. He's good. He's got talent. He should do things that he's good at it. And I think his channel will blow up because people want to see things like that. They like it. That's why they TikTok. They all go to TikTok. Old people. They get a lot of people. Uh, Jack, JJ can hear you fine. He's watching the show and in the chat. If you ask him something and he replies or vice versa, I'll let you know. Okay, JJ, I would be more willing to get and communicate. Actually, maybe you could help me out a lot with this things you know how to do, to build my videos, my channel. So, yes, it would be great, you know. We got on the wrong side because uh, I was being attacked by Francesco Fadolino and Brett. So you fell right uh, for them, but they're not helping you. They're not doing anything for you. 52 topic, and nobody's going to do anything for Noah. You could do it yourself. You got the tools, and you say you were a soldier in the Navy, and your father was in the Marine, so you know the discipline. So you should, focus on that, and you could build your YouTube channel better than everybody because you got the talent. So Tommy says, okay, Tommy said, have you have a blessed evening, everyone knows perception. Thank you, Tommy. Hey, I'm going to take a sip. I've been talking for almost 2 hours. No drink. Thank you, Tommy. I'll see you soon. Talk to you soon. Okay. Thank you for stopping by. Johnny, I told JJ the same thing. He has the ability to make some good videos. He does. He does. He's got talent. There's no question. Better than all these guys. Better than Jeff Nutty. They're better than anybody. And he could do it. He could do it if he has the right people on his side. He could build something. Okay, let me get you. Okay, Jack Amato says, "Let me get my glass of wine, and I will do the macaroni dance at 20 likes." I got 13 likes. Where's the other guys? Billy, did you push a like, Billy? Yes. Giacomo. Bill says, "Do you like a movie about gladiators?" Yes, of course. Romans. Yes. My whole life, I grew up imitated them, fighting, wrestling, boxing. So yes, everything was the Roman in Sicily, back in Sicily. So, so we got 14 like. Let's just see people come and push more likes. Now, JJ says, tell him I have gotten a lot of help from the Leonardo. And yes, I know he's talking good about that. Roger, matter of fact, they disagree with attack. In fact, they disagree with attacking Sammy. Why is calling them out lies? Yes, they're not gonna right. So they're giving you the right advice. The Leonardo, he's got a good show. That guy's good. The black guy. I watched them. And you always talk highly of them. Yeah, JJ. Yes. Okay. Now, Giacomo, Lisa Pizzatola wants this. So reach. Okay. Giacomo, Lisa is right. Pizzatola is spelled Pizzatola. Pizzatola. Aye. So you spelled the Pizzatola wrong. Pizzi Tola. Got it? Okay. Now, Camilla, where you been? Did you walk the dog? Did you walk the dog? Welcome. I miss you tonight. So, but you made it. I'm just about to finishing up. 2 hours talking, and Catalan says, JJ says, I'm here to end the back and forth between us. At least the conversation were like icing on the cake. JJ says, I'm here to end the back and forth between us. At least the conversation were like itching on the cake. Okay, I respect that. Let's do it. And we can move forward. Move forward. I like to move forward. Forward is the best thing. Johnny Catalano, Mob Rots. What is she? What is that? Mobritz, come on. Hello, beautiful Carmela. Please like. Okay, so we up to 15. So now we got Gino Cappuccino. Okay, new. Gino Cappuccino, come stai Giacomo? Sto bene, grazie. Come stai tu? Gino, piacere di averti nella compagnia qui con noi. Okay. We are 16 like friends and four more and we'll do the macaroni day. Okay. Mayocho 616, Giacomo, Fist. Well, it's Friday night. People coming in late. So I don't know how much we're going to continue. It's 2 hours and 4 minutes. I'm getting worn out. But tomorrow is Sunday, Kentucky Derby Day. My favorite. We had a lot of action every year, Kentucky Derby. So I think I'm gonna talk maybe 12 o'clock tomorrow before the races. And we're gonna talk a little bit about my involvement with the Belmont racetrack and the jockeys. Mike Smith is still around. He was back then. He was around, and a lot of the guys are gone, but Mike Smith is still riding. So we could talk about that tomorrow. Before the Kentucky Derby. 16 like, hey Johnny, gorgeous full moon tonight. Yeah, been beautiful. Hey Kamala, tomorrow's gonna be 95 degrees in Port St. Lucie. 95 degrees, summer. That's why I told you, Carmela. Uh, April, May, and June are the best months in Florida. It's uh, it's like summer up north, you know, and the real summer. And then it gets crazy, too hot. But you do the siesta in the summer. So now we got 18 likes. Friend, we need two more and I will dance for your maka. Yeah, two more. Okay, we're moving forward. Carmela, yes, I am sitting outside the patio. Very nice. Usa Moch. Moch, where you? In Florida? You in Port St. Lucie? Where are you? What part of Florida? 95 Minka. Is that what you're trying to say? 95. Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be 95. Fuck, oh, it's hot already. Uh, Fuck more, and we can do the tarantella. Yeah, we're gonna do the tarantella. Okay, so John Catalano, come. Hey Johnny, I'm expecting you to listen to my audiobook, the story, and I would like to hear your opinion. And you could leave a review. Go to bed. I don't care if you give me one star too, if you think it's bad. But I think you're gonna like it because a lot of people liked it. You know, Carmela said she was gonna get the book. Carmela, did you ever get the book? Did you get the auto book? Carmela, did you ever get the auto book? The book? Uh, okay, I will listen to it and leave you a review. You got it, Jack. Good. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Now I'm asking Carmela. She said a while back that she was going to get the book. Carmela, did you ever get the book? Did you ever get my books? I don't have 5 minutes. What she says, I don't have 5 minutes to do anything with this new job. Maybe soon. Okay. And when you do, please give me an honest opinion on the book. On my story. It's my life story, really. It's got nothing to do with talking about other people, gangsters. It's my story, dealing with these bad guys. So, and I had to make it true. So now Camilla says, I will. Good. Appreciate it. And you could listen, you could get the audio book, Camilla. The audio book is cheaper and you get to listen to it anytime you want. You don't have to struggle to read. Listen to like you're reading you listen to talk and it's good and it's easy. It's easier than struggle, turning pages and that. That's why technology today is different. Everything is technology. Some people love to read, but I don't love to read. So you love to read, Kamala? If you love to read, then you should get the book. But if you don't love to read, get the auto book. You enjoy it too. Uh, JJ says he lives in the valley in East Tennessee. It goes from cold to hot quickly. Tennessee's nice. I've been there. Very nice place. If I was going to move out in Florida, I was going to go to Tennessee. But then it's cold too. So I don't want the cold. I like the warm weather. A year, it moved fast, winter to summer, overnight. Yes, that's what I heard. Yes. Anyway, Giacomo, congratulations, friends. We hit the 20 mark. Dance. Okay, we dance. What about hitting 100? That's what I want to hit, 100. But we'll take it slow at a time. So, okay, we got 2 hours and 10 minutes. We're done. Johnny, come over. 20 likes. Celebration. Salute. Cheers. Buona notte e felice mañana. I'm going to take a sip. Okay. Maggio says, Carmela caught a 3-foot snake about an hour ago and thought he was going to run in the house with it. Yeah, they do. They're not afraid. The snakes, they're not afraid at all of guys. Okay, so Giacomo, 20 life friends now with dads. I don't see the 20 yet. I see 19, but if you say so, I guess you guys see before I see it. So anyway, so tomorrow I'm gonna do a little thing for because the Kentucky Derby. It brings back memories. So I'm gonna do something about that. She says I have a heart attack about the snake. I hate snakes. Me too. They come right in front of you. They're not afraid. They're not afraid, but they go away. They don't. Nobody bothers you unless you bother them. That's how it is. If you go after the snake is gonna attack you. So let it go, let it walk or whatever, do their thing, and they walk away. Any animals like that. So I took a bit of the I took a picture. Okay, guys, I want to say good night. It's 2 hours and almost 12 minutes. So I'm gonna say good night, and I talk to you on Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. But I'm gonna make other videos because I want to build my channel. So tomorrow is going to be a good opportunity to do something because the Kentucky Derby. I could mention some of the jockeys I have friends with, Belmont Racetrack, and it's memories. That was a big day before OTB started. When OTB started, it was small time of that. That's how they started taking away the business from the bookmakers. So it brings back memory every year. The Kentucky Derby, the Breeders' Cup. So I got a long history with that. So good night, Johnny, and so long to everybody. Cheers again. I hit 20, and talk to you soon. Good night.